For today's lesson, we're going to really make a start at your long research project.
I reckon traditional research skills when it comes to science start off with practical work. I think the kids getting stuck into doing real experiments to produce real data that they analyse to get real conclusions from is where it all starts from.
Rithlington School in Somerset runs a profitable enterprise which forms the basis of its science teaching at Key Stage 4. Traditional research skills underpin that teaching success.
What we've done is we've specialised in orchids, and it started by looking at one unit and one assignment for one group of students. It had an impact on the curriculum very quickly.
And you're going to set yourself up as a research team looking at how it is you turn these little green dots, which are orchid plants in here at about 6 months old, into orchid plants at about 2 years old that look like that.
So for all of our students, they have to learn aseptic techniques, and they have to learn them pretty quick because they've got to plant all of their orchid seedlings into their different medias and do it successfully, otherwise everything gets contaminated and is of no use.
The Orchid Project attracts students both in and outside the classroom. Luke, who's 16, has been involved for 5 years.
In Year 8 I started working in the lab, and that really got me into all of the sciencey side of things and the growing orchids from seed and using the aseptic techniques, which I really enjoyed.
Other research sources are needed to support the practical work both in the lab and in the classroom.
We do use the internet, and mostly it's useless.
Please don't use Wikipedia. You need to have something that is verifiable, that can be used as a proper reference at the end of your research if it's going to be published.
Oh, look, Hannah, look at this. This is fantastic. We've got some image. I think it's a great thing to be working on is helping students to identify which are the good sites and which are the ones to ignore.
Plant Propagations, Principles and Practice, 6th edition, okay? Anything that's in its 6th edition is likely to be a standard textbook for somewhere.
We generally work from good books, that if you're looking at specialist areas like the propagation of orchids, there is some good stuff that's been written.
They are likely to have some information which has been checked by other people. If they are a scientist...
Books have been particularly influential for Luke, who has used a single 19th century text to produce a nationally acclaimed research paper on orchids.
So when I was out in Sikkim, I was researching the number of orchid species found at different altitudes. And the book was a complete record of every single orchid in 1898, which is something that you really don't have for any other area of the world.
It's not just about books. Real scientists can play an inspirational role in the classroom.
We have a scientist who I said is going to judge your work at the end. She's Dr. Lauren Gardner. She's a botanist who works at Kew Gardens.
As soon as you decide to really specialise in one area, you will find that there are scientists working in that area who would love to link with schools.
So she's currently working on a new book on the palms of Papua New Guinea. That's what she does.
Dr. Gardner has also inspired Luke. He travelled with her to the Himalayas to carry out field research using the Victorian book King and Pantling as his source.
So I was able to compare their survey to my survey and found that on average there'd been an altitudinal rise of 189 metres, which is consistent with what would be expected by global warming.
What Luke has done for the first time is give us real science, and it's given me a real appetite to keep providing those opportunities for students in the future.